But I can tell you this for sure. Once you're gonna start doing something, and it will create that flow. You will feel that joy in your heart, that passion while doing that thing. You will want to have more and more of that. And then will you allow yourself to do it? So that's why we practice silliness. We practice, because there's always going to be somebody who's going to tell you you're silly, you're stupid, you're this, you're that, because not everybody has guts to do it. But you know what, it's like, let's not judge people, because they are who they are. Everybody's on their journey. Everybody has their own perfect timing, and it's not about everybody else. It's about you living your life to the fullest with a smile on your face. Facing the difficulties is easier when you live aligned with yourself, when you still can feel the joy or whatever the life is bringing towards you. Sometimes it's just like a test, and it's fun. Why not have more fun? Life can bring you different experiences, and then you can just ponder, see, okay, how I feel about this. How about being a little bit silly today? So who will join me on the quest of being a little bit more silly today? And if you want to learn more of how to make it happen, my friend is having a workshops. I don't know when yet, but probably pretty soon. So follow his social media so you can be in line, and you can get information as soon as it's possible for you to tap into his amazing workshops. And I can tell you, he is amazing, heartwarming person who makes things possible. So why not trying? If you want to be more creative, if you want to find your purpose, that's one of the tools. And if you say to me, oh, Magda, meditation is not for me, it's just not working, I'm just sitting with myself and I get annoyed. So how about we use his workshops of being silly? Let's trick our brain, our logical brain, our ego mind with some different tools. And how about making ourselves silly? Doing something silly. That can build you up. That can build up your courage of showing up for who you truly are. Because maybe you think you're silly. Maybe in the end it's going to turn out that your true self, that your authentic self is actually not that silly after all. That it's actually, there are a lot of people like you, and you just thought you're being silly because you've been surrounded by a circle that is also like locked in matrix, let's call it this way. I like that reference. So, and then once you unlock the door, you might discover that there are a lot of people who are out of the matrix, that they are just around you, but you just didn't see them because you blocked it. Our brain distorts, deletes, and generalizes because there's so much, and it's not bad or good. We don't criticize. No criticizing, no judging. Don't judge yourself first. It just is, because otherwise our brain would explode. We, on a daily basis, get so many information, so much. I don't know if it should be so much or so many. Write me in the comments and correct me so I could learn English a bit better and I could use English a bit better. But anyways, there's so much information hitting our brain in every second, because you have the subconscious that constantly remembers to breathe. You don't have to think about breathing, you just breathe. But somebody needs to make sure that you're breathing, that that your organism is running smoothly whilst you do your conscious thinking and logical activities. Something keeps you alive, something pumps that blood, something makes your heart work, so to speak. So there's a lot of things going on in your brain that you're even not aware of. So that's why your brain needs to delete, generalize, and so it could just digest information in some ways. Even have it written here: distorts, deletes, and generalizes. It needs to be done like this, because otherwise the brain would explode with all the information. because there's a lot of information. But once you trick yourself and you allow yourself to open the door, to unlock the door to creativity, to like, the silliness is one of the tools, and it's fun actually. You can try it and have fun with it. It's all about finding, because I what I always tell to like my clients who are on a journey, because a lot of the times you might hear, oh no, this method or this master, this modality is like the best and the only. And there's so many. There's a cacao ceremonies, Temazcal. Like now I'm obviously in Mexico, so it's those ones that I hear about all the time, people doing. There are, pranic healing, there's Reiki, there's different masters, different meditations, at the end of the day, they all work with energy. There is just one source of energy, but the techniques and tools, they differ. And you know what? And it's wonderful that there's so much variety of tools, techniques, as a yoga, Pilates, like running, HIIT training, whatever. There's so much. There's such an abundance of tools, techniques of how you can work on yourself. It's just about finding the one that you will align with, that you're gonna have fun with. So maybe the practicing silliness, just making yourself feel goofy. And I don't know if you know Sarah Blakely, who she is, but she established the Spanx company. You probably heard about Spanx. It was a very big, like all of the Hollywood actresses, they don't hit the red carpet without the Spanx on. Doesn't matter how slim they are, because the Spanx makes you even smoother, like there's no bumps on your body when you're wearing Spanx. And I've heard that some of them wear 2 or 3 Spanx at once to really hold it. So before Kim Kardashian's Skims, there was Spanx, and the Spanx is doing real good. Although Sarah is no longer owning the company, but she's started this company with like $5,000 on her bank account, and she is the one that told in one of the interviews, I think it was interview with Tony Robbins that I heard it first, that she practices silliness. She makes herself feel stupid. She doesn't make herself feel stupid. She does things that are might be considered as like, who is this lady? Just to make sure that she's practicing on a regular basis, not giving a damn what other people think of her. So she said like, so for example, I stand in a full elevator and I start singing or dancing, or I'll do something other that will make people frown upon me, but I do it on purpose to make sure that their reaction doesn't bother me. And she became a billionaire. Just saying, if you're into business and you feel like, oh, this is the woohoo stuff. No, this is not the woohoo or woo-woo or whatever. This is just how it is. And there's a different tools and techniques, and just find the ones that work for you. Just try it out. Be brave enough. Just give it a go. Give it a go and see, because you might amaze yourself. And if you feel like you're stuck in societal expectations, unstuck. Let's find something that will unstuck you, Because there is no what does it do? Apart from the fact that you stop giving a damn what people think of you, that empowers you a lot, but also you start connecting with yourself, with your emotions. And that's the news flash. You won't be able to find your real life purpose. You won't be able to live aligned with yourself if you won't allow yourself to feel everything that you feel. And it's not fun always. But the good part is, once you start practicing it, it's not so much fun at the beginning because you're scared. And that fear is the feeling that is misleading you. That fear is what holds you back from getting into it. Because once you say, okay, it sounds scary at the beginning, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna allow myself to have that reaction and see how it goes. I'll do it. And you know what? Once you do it once, twice, 3 times, it gets easier and you bounce back quicker, and you're gonna notice, okay, I felt it, and just like, okay, I'll let it go. Okay, and I cried a day, 2, 3 days, then I cried just one day, then I bounce back after 5 minutes, then I bounce back after a minute. Then I can be like Tony Robbins. He gives himself 90 seconds. He allows himself to feel certain emotions for 90 seconds, but he allows himself to feel it so he could let it go and move on. It's not that he suppresses the emotions. Don't get me wrong. Don't misread that one. It's he allows for 90 seconds. That takes practice to get to 90 seconds, but it is important to feel everything that you need to feel, so then you can let it go and then move on. Because we don't want to suppress any emotions, because that just creates that blockage that doesn't allow you to be who you truly are. That is the blockage that you're, afraid of this, afraid of that, afraid of showing yourself, for showing your authenticity. And it is an ongoing journey, and it's gonna take time, and you're gonna have your ups and downs, and it is okay. And along the way, you have me to hold your hand every step of the way, and to tell you and to remind you that it is okay. It is okay. Whatever you feel, it is okay. It is just the way it is. You're not good nor bad. It just is. It just is. So let's enjoy ourselves a bit. Let's try being goofy and silly, and I'll give you some updates today of like what I did more, because today I'm practicing silliness. Come and join me, and maybe DM me what you did today to be a little bit silly, a little bit goofy, and I will do some silly things, and we'll try to record people's reactions. Hopefully they will not get, because I don't want to post anybody's faces without their consent, but maybe I'll play something. Maybe we can do it some way. So stay tuned and let's get going. Maybe I'll invite Big Sexy to kind of oh, I know, that would be actually cool. I'm gonna ask Big Sexy to give me a small training, and I will keep you posted, and I will show you how his training uplifted me and unleashed my creativity. So let's have a silly Friday. Do 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 do.